Hello and welcome to another episode of Dissertation Diaries. My name is Marty Scholes. Today is Sunday, June 21st, 2020. It's Father's Day. Got a lot done this week. Let me tell you where I'm at. Just to recap, I needed to rewrite Chapter 3, or needed to rewrite the whole proposal to be qualitative descriptive instead of quantitative descriptive. Turns out that's a big ask, but I worked on it. I started working on it last week. And this week, on Monday, the 16th, let me tell you what I accomplished here. First thing I did was rewrote the section on confirmability. I was working on the whole section on trustworthiness, and that took a lot of research about a textbook. Did quite a bit of research to get that done. So on Tuesday, I finished the section on confirmability. Then on Wednesday, I worked on the section on data collection and management. That was pretty straightforward. And then I started studying on how to do data analysis because I didn't know how to do that on a qualitative study. Started reading a bunch of material. In particular, I worked on a textbook that I bought recently. Started studying Chapter 8 of it on qualitative analysis. And then on Thursday, did more of the same. Studied coding and realized, it's interesting, that that's a process that I've already done some using mind maps. In fact, I wrote a little bit about it here on the channel. I wrote a little bit about how I use mind maps. Did a little bit of open coding and axial coding, which is finding themes. Started working on Chapter 8, got it finished on Thursday. I also worked on Yin Chapter 9, started reading that. That's on analyzing qualitative data. Friday, didn't do anything. My son took me out for Father's Day. On Saturday, yesterday, I finished Chapter 9. I worked on Chapter 5 from another Yin textbook, and I read Johnson, Chapter 20. I also spent 2 hours fixing an issue with formatting. My entire document got messed up. I don't know how. All the tables were bad. Everything was mangled. I wound up doing a merge with Word of the template, with a previous copy from May, and my most current one, found the deltas, populated those two. It took a couple hours to get taken care of. And I worked on writing the data analysis and collection section. Today, I finished that section. I wrote the interview questions in Appendix D. That was necessary. I worked on the section on ethical considerations. I also worked on the section on limitations and delimitations. And I finished writing the summary. Then I went through and searched for all qualitative and made sure that it was replaced with quantitative. I searched for quantitative and made sure it was replaced with qualitative where appropriate. I ran a proposal through ReciteWorks, found a few problems with my references, worked on that, and then I struggled with the table of contents. That was a problem. Something about updating the table of contents caused it to lock up. Spent quite a bit of time there. I also found out that the page numbering was not right in the Kindle edition. I spent over an hour on the phone with Amazon, or in a chat session with Amazon, trying to get that taken care of. Didn't get it resolved. The guy dropped, and then I dropped on the replacement guy. He said, look, I can't do this anymore. What had happened was, in the textbook I'm using, Yin Qualitative Analysis from Start to Finish, Chapter 8 was listed as page 184. And everything in Chapter 8 was page 184. And then as soon as you got to Chapter 9, the last page of Chapter 8, when you switched to Chapter 9, it was page 218. All of Chapter 9 was page 218. And was that true on my iPad? It was true on my MacBook. It was true on a Kindle Cloud Reader. It was true on my iPhone. Everything was formatted this way. And I just wanted to know if I needed to buy the actual hard copy just to get the page numbers, which I think is silly. I may request an interlibrary loan from the school to get those page numbers correct. Well, who knows? This is my last week in this class. I've requested a start of a new class. I have a 1 week break in between, but that means I need to get this done and my ISP summary and reflection done soon. I notified my dissertation chair that I'll have this done hopefully tomorrow. I'll fight the table of contents again tomorrow and then submit it with whatever I have, and also work on the ISP. That's where I'm at. And I've got a week off. I'll try to get a copy of that book and see what my new methodologist has to say. Hope things are going well. Feel free to like and subscribe in the comments, and I'll answer any questions you have. Take care.